Well, new tonight, a plea from the governor and top Republicans to the Ohio Supreme Court. Don't hold us in contempt.
The Redistricting Commission, which includes top Republican leaders, was supposed to respond by noon today as to why they didn't reach an agreement on redrawing Ohio's legislative maps. Secretary of State Frank LaRose says there were multiple factors that prevented Republicans from getting maps done after the court struck down 3 versions over gerrymandering concerns. The Democrats on the commission say they've proposed maps that line up with the Constitution. It's not clear when the Supreme Court will decide if members of this commission can be held in contempt of court.
Well, the political infighting between Democrats and Republicans means Ohio's May 3rd primary is now up in the air, with Ohio voters really caught in the middle.
It remains unclear if the legislature will allow the election to go forward despite not having legislative or congressional districts drawn. 10 TV's Kevin Landers is live at the State House tonight to explain how the possibility of 2 elections would mean more of your tax dollars. Kevin?
Yeah, we're talking about millions of dollars, and we just got done speaking to the Secretary of State, who says the May 3rd primary will happen. The redistricting committee behind these closed doors just finished. They were talking about congressional mapping, and because of the political infighting between Democrats and Republicans, neither the congressional mapping or the legislative mapping is really unclear. And where does that leave voters? Well, simply, they don't know who to vote for where they live.
This sample ballot shows how state, House, Senate, and congressional candidates will be left off the May ballot. If a May primary goes forward without the maps, that creates a problem for boards of elections. Let's walk through what could happen according to the Franklin County Board of Elections. We have a May primary and another primary at a later date. Statewide, the cost of running 2 primaries could cost Ohio taxpayers between $20 and $25 million, according to election officials. There are logistical issues of finding open polling places in the summer. Election officials warn of supply chain issues like finding enough toner and paper to print the ballots. Then there is voter confusion. Holding an election when most people go on vacation would require boards of elections to inform voters they'll need to vote twice. Of course, moving or canceling an election date rests solely with the General Assembly.
The legislature plays a vital role in setting the date. They're the only ones that can do it. We can't change it. The Secretary of State can't change the date. It has to be done by the legislature. If they choose to do that, then it could be postponed. But as of now, we're preparing for a May 3rd primary.
Now, the Redistricting Commission chair just told us about 20 minutes ago that the maps are in the process of being presented. He says hopefully sooner than later, so we could see a map potentially by the end of this week. But even if that happens, remember, the Ohio Supreme Court still must approve it. Reporting live in the State House, Kevin Landers, 10 TV News.